Our gameplay director, Mike Wang.
But the graphics, obviously are where they need to be, and the motions and movements getting better too. So I mean, just keep working on your craft, but you're doing a good job.
Do you want to say anything to Mike Wang? Because we're actually going to have him on the show soon. So do you have anything that
Mike, can I get the logo, please? That's all I want. I've been dreaming it since I was little kids. Let me get a logo.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Milwaukee is... and nothing.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
So the net starting five. Durant is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the two spot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Parish is out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Dedmon in at the center position.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
No good from Durant. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Parish. The shot from the low post is good.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now, here is Irving. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Houston.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his two blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
Parish against Irving. Parish kicks to Middleton. Back to Parish. Kicks it down to Middleton. 6 to shoot. High, arcing shot, and it goes down 2 points.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Passes it to KD. No good, shot missing. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken #1.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Pass to KD. That one, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Irving. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Stolen by Parish. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
So the Bucks, their last game, a win against Cleveland. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago.
A different look for Milwaukee. Robert Covington's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Justin Jackson comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. And a new group in for the Nets. Brown is checked in for Andre Drummond. DeRozan comes in for Kevin Durant. Harris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
.137 left here in the opening quarter. Irving against Parish. Pass to DeRozan. Stolen by Holiday. Here's Parish. And it's Parish slamming it down.
Quick, active hands. Holiday knows a thing or two about collecting some steals.
Irving with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. DeRozan finds Brown. Shot clock at 6. And Justin Jackson is going to pick up the foul. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Parish. And it's...
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Magician in the last matchup against the Cavaliers played phenomenal basketball. He scored 48 points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
The pass to Durant. Back to Harden. From outside the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Parish. That's his first personal foul.
1:58 left in the first half of the game. Down low, Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Back to Harden. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, when you get into a system, your first system in the league where you share the ball, Kawhi Leonard keeping his head up and finding the open man.
Here's Parish. And Durant sends it back. 59 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
The Nets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Brown, he's checked in for Drummond. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Kawhi.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Brooklyn's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Irving passes to Harden. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot, off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Parish, and it's Parish slamming it down.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
26 seconds left in the first half. Parish against Harden. .11 seconds left to play here in the half. 6 on the shot clock. Releases. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And it's Parish with the jam.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be... And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Magician.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Harden, and it's Drummond in at the 5. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
For Milwaukee, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
One shot.
Free throw no good for Parish. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Offensive rebound. Harden kicks to KD. The Nets working the ball around now. Another shot. Harden, no good.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's Parish, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant. The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Parish. here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Irving against Parish. Now, here is Irving. He's covered closely, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, when your point guard is Kyrie Irving and he decides to mix it up on the inside, that helps out your ball club.
Harris is checked in for the Nets. Brown comes in for James Harden. And Milwaukee has possession. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And it's Parish with the jam.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Well, this team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Parish against Irving. Passes it to Leonard. Unloads.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Can't nail the jumper.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Parish, the pass to Tate. Back to Parish. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Milwaukee, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight, and he makes the first. Drew Holiday is checked in for Milwaukee. And then for Brooklyn, Brown is checked in for Drummond. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Leonard. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's DeRozan. No points in the game yet for him. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And this has really always been a staple of his game. You see how confident DeRozan is with that mid-range.
Here's Parish, and it's Parish slamming it down.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to DeRozan. Poked away. Back to Irving. Fires from deep. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Brown, good.
A hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
To the paint. Here's Tate. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
And the Bucks making a change here. And here is Parish. 37 points for him. And it's Parish with the jam.
Well, he's leading everyone in points right now. His teammates keep feeding him the ball, and he keeps delivering.
Now, here is Irving. Harris outside. Brown with the bounce pass. Brown against Holiday. Clock at 6. The high post shot. They get it back. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Parish dishes to Jackson. Can't connect from short range.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
A nice shot by Irving.
Well, Kyrie constantly beating his defenders and so good in those tight quarters with the basketball.
Parish inside. He's covered by Irving, and the basket is good. Jackson's got 5 now.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action after this word. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Swap here for Brooklyn. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. They've got Layman. Parish is out there with Corey Joseph. Then there's Wayne Ellington, and it's Tate in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. The shot's good from Parish.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Irving looking for an opening. And Katie, here we go. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Durant's got 7 now in this quarter.
Crazy long strides there from KD. Once he gets by you on the drive, see you later.
Here's Parish. Yes, that goes in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Harden the pass to Leonard. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Magician.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Covington's checked in. Now Parish. And it's Layman in the corner. To the inside. Here's Covington. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
36 seconds left in the game. Brown outside. Pass to Campbell. The Nets working the ball around now. And Kevin Durant, good for 3.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Now here's Parish. Defense is right there. Got a hand on it. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.